7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All power to the people. It's the Bruh Listen Podcast. The black podcast focusing on social political issues and how they affect our community. With your hosts, Bria Ward, Cedric Gorham, and Anthony Roberts. Bruh Listen. Bruh Nation, what's good? Back at it again. Episode number 33. Tank ain't do the you ain't mock me on the intro.
Oh nah. Well,
I hope that don't mean bad luck. We had a few good episodes in a row when you did that.
Nothing bad to say today.
What?
All right.
Yeah. Just wait.
Nothing yet.
Bruh Nation, what's good? Everybody on the YouTube live 6 p.m. on YouTube and every Saturday. Also, appreciate you listening on your podcast provider.
Shit?
Huh?
Niggas be watching that YouTube shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
YouTube good because people don't go back and watch. When we was doing Facebook live streams, more people watch live on Facebook, but they don't go back and watch it afterwards. On YouTube, less people watch live, but more people watch it back afterwards.
Oh,
because YouTube is like something you go back to. Like, you don't go back to Facebook. But really, our number one podcast distributor is iTunes.
iTunes.
Yeah. I don't even know a nigga with an iPhone. Well, I know 2 people. That's it. How many people you know with an iPhone, Brill?
A lot. Who these niggas are? They spies?
Nah. They for the Russian government.
Russian government or whatever, or FBI.
Well, after last week, I'm pretty sure the FBI watching.
FBI, what them niggas saying? Yeah, because you were talking about killing police.
Who?
Shit last
Who said
week.
kill police?
I be trying to calm your ass down.
What you talking about?
Right, because look.
That was Bria.
Hold on.
No, it wasn't Bria. You ain't going to bring Bria into this.
Wait, when I said kill the police?
Last week.
I ain't say kill no police.
We just gonna stop using them 3 words. Kill the police.
Don't use those words in the
They
same
probably
sentence.
got an algorithm.
Yeah, because I ain't say
shit
nothing
pop
about
up.
killing no police, boy.
You just did it again.
Fuck them pigs is okay, but I dang sure ain't say that about no damn killing no damn police or nothing like
I don't
that.
know. We talked a lot of shit.
We did. We was talking about the gorilla mainframe and the black identity. What's the name?
How you got 400 followers?
Yeah, how you got 453 followers, bro? That's it. Come on, man.
Bria,
No, it's okay. Huh?
Wherever your career gonna take you, just know you got a tail now. You know
Yeah,
what a tail mean?
yeah.
Cracker following your ass.
Don't worry, we gonna cut it out.
You affiliated with these niggas.
We gonna cut your tail off. You gonna be Super Saiyan like Goku.
Like how they try to link all them niggas to Obama.
Yeah.
Shit. Like, look at all these radicals.
That he's attached to. Obama, the only thing Obama did was have a chicken sandwich with the nigga one time.
They
But
gonna put all that shit up.
man,
I don't give a fuck about me.
this should be gone.
I don't expect
Don't
much
worry
out of
about
life.
it. A hit dog will holler.
If I ain't rich, by the time I'm 40, I might rob a bank or something. Who knows?
Let's start off talking about
Robbing the bank.
robbing the bank. No,
First thing you gotta do is
stop
scope out it.
robbing the bank. Did you see the white dude who robbed the bank in St. Augustine and he only got 90 days time served?
Really?
Use your white privilege.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
He
Use
was
it.
like
90
70
days.
years old or whatever. He had filed bankruptcy. He went and robbed the bank or whatever. Put a letter. It was like, it's a bomb in my bag. Robbed the bank. Police caught him. He got 90 days time served. The judge said he's been through enough.
See, that's why I don't give these white bums no change. This boy out here doing shit. With the time that he got left, y'all out here asking for change. Go rob a bank. You ain't gonna do nothing but like a couple months.
Can I ask a
Motherfucker.
question?
Go ahead.
Okay, so when you, when the police finds you, they with a gun that is not registered or you don't have a license for it, how long do you spend in jail for that?
Depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
If it's your first charge, probably none. They probably take you in right then, but you'll
It-
It'd be like
if it-
overnight and then they'll
If it
send you
has,
home?
if it has more crime, if it's more crime attached to it, like if you did a crime with an unregistered gun,
Of course, but I mean them just like pulling you over and then they see you have a gun and it's not a license.
well, you going to jail.
You going to
I
jail.
don't think you'll get more than time served.
Yeah, but you're gonna have some,
First offense.
Well, for niggas, they're gonna attach something to
Yeah.
it. Crackers, y'all scot
I was
free,
gonna
goddamn.
say,
Just
I
don't
know,
do it
yeah.
again,
Yeah.
sonny. But niggas, y'all might have probation for like
I guarantee
40 years.
I'm about to say, I guarantee every nigga get felony gun possession.
it might not be no felony. You could, cause they might
But they make it more
withhold
serious
adjudication.
than it has to be. Because
Yeah.
I know of a person who,
You good?
they got caught with an unlicensed or unregistered gun or whatever like that.
Why the
and
nigga ain't registered this shit? I don't be
It
understanding
wasn't
these
a
niggas.
black guy. It was a white guy. And they just made him spend overnight, and then they let him go.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sound about white.
But you know, possession of a firearm without registration is a felony.
Yeah, but they drop that shit a lot of times.
Yeah, they could drop it down, but it's technically it's supposed to be a federal crime. Possession of a firearm without registration is a federal crime. Yeah. So he was white privilege. Shit, Brock Turner raped the girl behind the damn dumpster. Got caught raping the girl.
Wait a minute, he wasn't the one that raped the girl behind the dumpster.
Yeah, Brock Turner.
I thought he did the Bill Cosby and fucked the passed out bitch.
No. Brock Turner was at a party in Stanford. He raped the girl behind the dumpster. 2 dudes came and seen him raping the girl. She was passed out, but he was raping her behind the dumpster while she was passed out. 2 dudes came out. They beat his ass and waited on the police to come there. They beat his ass till the police came. Police came. Or whatever. He got arrested. The judge said she don't want to mess up his career because he was going to be an Olympic swimmer, and he got time served for rape that he got caught in the act doing. When the police came, he didn't even have time to pull his pants up because the niggas had to whoop his ass with his dick out.
I ain't fighting no nigga with their dick out. That shit got me fucked up. That nigga just gonna have to beat.
Even if they rape for the girl.
God damn it. Hey, man.
You gotta at least throw him off.
I'm gonna tell him stop.
Yeah, no, you gotta pull him off.
Dang.
You gotta pull him off.
Cut that out, boy. He ain't gonna keep.
You gotta pull him off.
He ain't gonna keep going.
First of all,
with
this
right
is not
now.
a child you're talking to. This is a grown man. So you
gonna-
can't say get off of
He
her,
ain't
boy.
gonna keep fucking the bitch with me right there because he had his privacy probably going behind that dumpster. I don't want nobody. And then once the light, he like a deer in the headlight.
What if he run?
I'm not chasing after this nigga, man. I ain't the police. I ain't trying to be a vigilante. If you see somebody robbing the store, you gonna chase them?
No, but this rape.
Hey, man, if you see somebody murder somebody, you gonna chase them? I mean, you have to, because rape is a crime. So if you're gonna apply that to rape, then you gotta apply that to all the motherfucking crimes and chase everybody. I'm not a vigilante.
See, I'm
gonna make sure she's straight.
I don't have to apply that to all the crimes. I can apply it to whatever I want to.
Well, for me, I'm not chasing this motherfucker. I'm gonna make sure the girl's straight. That's the best I could do. Accept it.
So you're not
take
gonna
it
pull him
not.
off. You can be like, "Hey, cut that out."
And if he don't, you just gonna walk away. What if he keep going?
Okay, now I'm gonna throw a bottle or something at him. All right.
Wow.
He just don't want to
Y'all making up
touch.
this
He don't want to
crazy-ass
touch the
scenario.
situation
Crazy
at all.
scenario, boy.
It
You
is
gotta
a crazy
pull
ass
it.
scenario.
Listen,
But it happened. What you mean?
Everybody know this ain't some shit that just happened. Nigga don't just
How
walk
you
in the
know
door. What if
that?
they call you home? Oh, okay. This ain't no regular shit.
that's right, because rape ain't no regular shit.
So everybody can say what they would do when we just
If I see a nigga
hypothetically
raping,
talking
if I see
about
a
this
nigga
shit.
raping a girl,
I
I'm
can't
gonna
just
beat his.
not,
I'm at least
yeah.
stick him in
Man,
the
y'all
mouth.
can't
niggas
just
don't know
not
what
do
y'all to
anything.
do. Y'all niggas don't know what y'all to do. What if it's The Rock, a big ass nigga right there?
He gonna have to see
raping
me.
the bitch?
You raping a woman, bro.
Man,
You gotta see
ain't
me.
you ain't
What if
running
it's a
up on that
kid?
nigga.
Like, remember when the kid from the Penn State case, Sandusky, and the quarterback coach had came in, Sandusky was raping the kid in the shower, and the quarterback coach just ran.
Well, I feel a certain way about kids, so I got to do something about this little pervert.
Right, you got to
Or
beat his
whatever.
ass. You should feel the same way about women.
Don't tell me how you can't tell somebody how they should feel.
You just told me I had to feel the same way about the crimes.
I ain't say that.
He said, "Oh damn, Trump!
Oh, nah.
Let's get into fake news." The fake just pulled the Trump right now. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I ain't say that.
Rewind the tape, bro,
Definitely
nation.
did.
When I said that,
You literally
got to
just-
rewind that tape.
That was like 5 minutes ago.
Don't look at me like that. You got to rewind that.
That's
Bro
fine.
Nation, go back about at least 20 seconds in this podcast.
Okay,
and listen
no.
to Tank tell
I
me
can say
you
that
got to apply that to
I
all
can say
crimes.
that you're right. All right, I can just admit that you're right.
Okay,
But
Trump.
hold on. But you just said the reverse of what I'm saying. You saying if I got to do this. So are you saying if you see this, then you got to do that?
Yeah,
for
but I
everybody?
said I can say that because you just said that to me, and you was like, I ain't say that.
I said you're right. Now, how many more times you want to just keep on saying the shit? Now, my point is, you're going to stop a robbery.
What you mean? No, I'm not stopping around.
Why not?
Because I don't think that's a big a deal.
Oh, okay.
It's not a big deal.
Well, that's why I want to stop the rape. I don't think it's a big deal.
Materials and stuff can be replaced, but I think that for this woman, that man
murder. What about murder?
murder. It depends
Even
on
if
how
you
it
don't
go.
do something yourself, at least call somebody who can do something about it.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna help the bitch.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, you all right? Throw some water on her.
Throw some water on her.
What
Gotta
is water
wake
gonna
up.
do for her?
Trying to
After she's
wake
been
up.
raped?
You could die if you don't wake up after that traumatic thing. Throwing some water or wake them up. I ain't no paramedic, no EMD.
I can tell.
Bro, just call 911. That's what you do.
That's
Just
all you
call
gotta do.
911. Just come out and be
Be
like,
like this a real situation.
just come
This shit
out.
hypothetical
Just come out and
bullshit.
be like, just come out and be like, I've called the cops.
Trust me.
That's it. Just come
That's
out and
all
say
you gotta
that.
do.
I'm never running up on a bitch getting raped. This shit ain't gonna
You
happen.
don't know, boy.
No, I do
You
know.
don't know what happens, boy. I bet them dudes who stopped Brock Turner from raping that girl said that same thing.
Play the
Hey, you drinking that wine too fast? We got a whole 50 minutes to go.
I'll be all right. Play the probability. All right. Them niggas couldn't have said it, but there's millions others that could say, I never walk up on a nigga raping a bitch. And I'm pretty sure I won't. I don't know what kind of circles you ride with, son.
Yeah.
That was
In
Brock
the
wasn't
circles that we.
Brock wasn't in their circle. That was at a party.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know. What
but-
kind of parties you go to?
Right.
I don't fuck with no
When
parties
the last
like
time
that.
you been to the club?
To the what?
We just went to the club like
What
that was
club?
3 weeks ago. We went to the road.
I ain't behind there no dumpster or nothing.
All the white people in the road. You could have been going. You could have went in the bathroom. Somebody been getting raped in there. White people rape people all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't go to bathrooms in the club. They nasty.
he got to come back for everything. You
I'm
might as well
sick of this
might as well just leave it alone. He got to come back.
Nigga, man.
It's the truth. I ain't lying. And then this like, club, they ain't even got, that club, they ain't even had no nigga with mints and shit.
D, what
in
you
there.
said? You said this nigga is Trump right
You
before
say
the show
with
started.
mints?
Yeah, they got the nigga in the bathroom with the rubbers and everything, and the lotion. They ain't even got that in that club, so I definitely wasn't going in there. Now, I don't know what kind of sanitary product they got in that bit. Hey man, come
What
on,
the
man.
hell, man?
I think
Boy,
we
how
should-
many bottles of
Stop
Stella
the- I know,
Rosa
right?
you
How
had,
much have
boy?
you been drinking today? Oh my god! What is going on right now?
Man, we talking about fake news today. Brett Nation, we talking about fake news. The black Donald Trump Cedric Owens. I ain't say that. Somebody else did.
Now see, I done said you right, boy.
It don't matter. It's still funny.
Now you want to keep going back?
Why
to
you
it?
crying?
Cause you got me laughing too
He
hard,
was
boy.
laughing.
That's too funny.
I ain't say that.
Hey man,
Ooh, that was
I
funny.
done said you right. Now we need to move on past.
Hey,
this,
that's it.
See, this is why niggas don't say they right. Because once you give them that little inch, niggas gonna shrink that shit a mile. I ain't saying you right about shit else, you black bastard. How about that?
You got to tone down the rhetoric, man.
Hey man, we talk a lot of shit.
Man, we gonna talk about-
Sometimes I jump over their head. Sometimes.
Brett Nation, we gonna talk about fake news today, man. Man.
Amongst other things.
As soon as
I made the intro.
Go ahead.
Fake news or whatever. You know. Now, see, this is what happened with when illegitimate motherfuckers get a hold of the narrative. Because before, niggas ain't believe shit that the crack was saying. But now that Trump is put this fake news out there, now niggas can't say that they don't believe everything because Trump's saying it. And then that'll align you with Trump. So now niggas got to believe everything that the cracker put in their face just because Trump's saying that the shit fake. That's how it is, nigga. Now you can't say nothing fake now, because now if you say it's fake, Trump saying it's fake too. You just don't want to be on Trump's side. That's the only thing we.
No, but Trump says that things are fake that are actually true. That's the thing about Trump. Niggas
well, what
say,
the hell kind of intro was that?
Yeah.
Brett Nation, we talking about fake news because it was the bombs and the killers and everybody saying that it's fake. That's why we talk
The
about.
thing
I don't
is
know what
that
the hell.
Trump
Okay,
says
continue.
is
Trump-
fake news is stuff that's actually true, and he tries to say it's
Yes.
fake to sway it.
Trump
That's
is a
different from
bullshitter.
niggas saying this is fake.
Yeah, Trump is a bullshitter.
I don't think.
I understand, but that
Yeah,
doesn't
I don't
make
think
it-
that you
I don't
got to
agree with
disagree with Trump and say that it's real news when it's fake news just
Right.
because it's Trump. I think that the term itself has led to something that was already building up before Trump, which is where everybody think everything goddamn fake or whatever. People think the moon landing fake.
That's too simple. It builds up to distrust in the media. Is what it builds up to, and it's not without basis. That's just not act like this. That the distrust comes from nowhere.
So where does the distrust in the media come from? Like what name?
I'll say one. Like when it was everybody seen this meme when it was going around. It was like because all these stations is on ABC. It's only like 3 major ones, and then they got all these off things that still stem back to all the web. Go back to one thing, and everybody seen all these hundreds of stations across the nation. They got a compilation of it of them doing the same message. It sound like it's goddamn what they call that shit, brainwashing.
Oh,
You seen that shit?
yeah, I seen it.
And all of them saying that's just a small sample of how. And
But that don't mean it's fake though. That just mean that they all pushing the same.
everybody
narrative and
pushing
saying
the
it same way.
same narrative
See,
Yeah, but how does that correlate to it being fake though?
or whatever.
Because there's something.
If something
Because somebody
go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Okay.
if something happens, you know what I mean, and everybody's airing it, if it's a big story, of course everybody's going to air the same thing because they're in it to make money regardless. So they want people to watch it.
Also, what about journalism? Is nobody taking into account journalism? Like, for example, BBC is the one British network we get over here because it's the biggest. But there's several different British networks over there, whatever, Sky and a whole bunch of other stuff. If you watch it, they report stuff the same way, but it's not because it's fake. It's because journalism is supposed to be a certain way. And certain things you report, you're supposed to say it a certain way. You're supposed to do it in a certain tone or whatever. A person reporting the news is just supposed to report the news. They're not supposed to put all that emotion behind it. That's why when you read a news story, you're supposed to read it just like this without any vection in your voice so that it can be like, you're supposed to be like that. It ain't supposed to be all that like how Fox News do, where they put all that commentary in.
Throw that. This is how it go. This is how you know it's all collaborators behind the scenes. Louis Farrakhan had 1 million niggas doing that march. Not one station, ABC, NBC, Fox, not one of them said a peep. Why? Because it's a blackout of Louis Farrakhan. And why is that every station thing if it's a private business? If it's a private business, somebody would have picked up on it.
Everybody knows that they're politically motivated.
Right. But that's everybody two separate things, though. That's fake news.
No, but no, I'm showing you how the news or whatever, because this is what I want you to focus on, and we're just going to not talk about this or whatever. So
what's it called when you take something? What do you call when you take something away from something or you leave something out? I can't think of the word right now.
Leave something out?
Damn. But that's what they're doing.
Kendra would say you're lying.
No, that's not a lie. When you leave something out, it's like, oh man, why am I?
Let me not tell her everything I did last night.
Start with an A.
Damn it, nigga, you're lying.
It start with an A.
Start with an A?
Don't it? But whatever it is, I can't think of the word, bro nation. I apologize. But that's what they're doing. They're keeping it out. They're not telling you the story. That's still not fake. My thing about this,
is there any fake news? Or they do anything fake?
Yes,
all news real.
So let's get into this. So here's my thing. Like with the bomb situation, right? The bomb thing kind of pissed me off a lot because everybody.
Why is this?
Here's why it pissed me off. So it came out. Bombs was mailed to Obama and Hillary and George. Not George, but
all these motherfuckers, like 12 niggas.
No, I'm saying when it first came out, it was three people. It was Obama, Hillary, and CNN. Bombs mailed to Obama, Hillary, and CNN. Automatically, social media went and said, it's fake, not real. Lou Dobbs from Fox News tweeted, fake news, fake bombs, right? And then all these other people put it, fake, right? Okay, number one, if you're going to say something is fake, you have to give me a source or some reasoning to say it's fake.
You can't just
say
it
just to say it. I don't believe it just because I don't want to believe it.
And then just because they control the narrative doesn't mean that there aren't facts and truths to what they're saying is in the story. They're just controlling the narrative. That doesn't mean that the story didn't happen or that it's not true.
I could distrust Cracker just because of their past discretions, just because of that.
True.
I could distrust them with that. So you can tell me whatever you want to tell me about this happened and that happened and that happened. I don't. This is what my granddaddy told me. God damn it, was it granddaddy? One of them old niggas told me this. Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Yeah, that's granddaddy.
All right, and that makes perfect sense. So I didn't necessarily
you can put
see
the facts together yourself. If you see inconsistencies in the story, then you know what the facts are and what is fake.
I'm just saying maybe it happened, maybe it didn't.
But for me, I don't know. For me, it's getting dangerous because and they're like,
why is dangerous? Boy?
Why you can't discredit it all together.
You can't. Yeah, if you start discrediting everything,
how's that dangerous though? I want to know where the dangerous comes. So then, who's in danger? Who life in danger?
People don't take things seriously.
They don't take things serious, bro.
What you mean? It's just like who is this endangering?
Go ahead.
I want to know who's in danger.
So people, humans, because say for example, a hurricane coming, right? And they like a hurricane coming. It's a category 5. Fake news. Ain't no damn hurricane coming.
Well,
that's why you got people in North Carolina.
Nobody saying that the weather.
That's why you have people in North Carolina dying. They would not leave their homes and wouldn't take it seriously.
No, that wasn't because they thought it was fake.
That's not true. I heard a dude say it on CNN.
People don't believe it.
The dude was standing right there. They said, "Sir, are you going to evacuate?" I think I was sitting here with D when they said it. They say, "Sir, are you going to evacuate? They about to close the bridge, right?" And he said, "No, I don't believe that. Y'all always overblow things.
Exactly.
Y'all always make it worse than what it is."
No, because then the hurricane
came and fucked up his house and flooded out his house, and he got to rush out the helicopter. And it was the same dude. And they said, "Sir, why didn't you leave when we talked to you?" I didn't think it was real. I should have left. That's the type of shit I'm talking about.
And that's the same thing when we had the interview with what's her name, Carrie.
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing.
Oh yeah,
people automatically was like, "Oh, that's lying. She lying." It's the same exact thing.
Ain't no sex trafficking. She lying.
But sex trafficking is a real thing. And people do send bombs for no reason because they're stupid.
Or what if a motherfucker? What if they be like, Russia just invaded Africa and they killed such and such amount of people, and they taking over Nigeria, and they say Nigeria is an extension of Russia now? Fake news.
But what if people are seriously over there getting killed?
I'm with you on the whole. Don't believe everything you read thing, but you have to have a source behind what you're talking about. Niggas just saying it just to say it. My thing is, all we knew about this bomb situation was packages came, they opened them up, they seen they was bombs or whatever. Not the people who was supposed to receive them, but the police. They opened up, they seen there was bombs, they said somebody sent it. That's all they said. Everybody was like, it's fake.
Just as much as you have to prove something to be true, you have to prove that it's fake as well.
Damn right.
People act like it's not the same on both sides.
Especially when you challenge, okay, if I say that we landed on the moon, D, or whatever, right? And all the evidence show that we landed on the moon, and that is the standard belief. You have to show evidence. The onus of proving it is on you, or whatever. Because it's just like the same thing. You want to say something is real, and you don't have no evidence. It's up to you to prove that. All my evidence show that it is.
Wait. It's not on you if I say something. It's on you to prove to me that it's real. If you say this is real, it's not on me.
Okay, I already did.
So you didn't. I'm going off of everything that's say.
No, see, that's my point.
But anyway, back to this hurricane thing going, because that's the only thing I want to answer to. Y'all niggas went on the whole little scroll. Goddamn it! Oh look, the nigga that said that I ain't believe it. He wasn't talking about no fake news, because this is what people do with hurricanes that it's been going on for that. People don't leave because they say it's never that bad.
And
that ain't got nothing to do with fake news.
Disproved every time.
But that don't have nothing to do with fake news.
That's not believing the news.
But they're getting it from the news.
I'm saying,
they're getting it from the Weather Channel, from the weatherman.
You know, it's people that don't think Dylan Roof went inside of the church in South Carolina and shot 9 people.
I just want to know how this shit is dangerous. Not believing these crap. It ain't dangerous to me.
Okay, here goes
not believing.
I'll show you why it's not. I'll show you why it's dangerous.
How is it not dangerous to me?
Domestic terrorism is the number one source of terrorism in America. Okay, this what happened the other day is domestic terrorism. He's from America. He was born and raised in America. He's from America.
You talking about what?
The dude who got arrested for sending the bombs. Okay, the dude Soros or whatever his name is. Right? Dylan Roof from America. All these people that do these domestic terrorism acts is from America. We never address domestic terrorism or gun control, because every time one of these things happen, they say it's fake.
And that ain't why. That's not why they don't address it.
That's not addressed.
You think the reason why it ain't gun control law?
I ain't say gun control.
Why it ain't gun law?
I'm talking about domestic terrorism.
The reason why we don't address domestic terrorism is because majority of Americans don't believe it happened. Is that what you're saying?
Damn right. You know how many. I
can't argue with that because you're just wrong.
You know how many.
Majority of people is not conspiracy theory. Majority of people think what happened to Sandy Hook, what happened with Dylan Roof. Majority of people think that shit real. So what are we talking about?
No, because when it come up for votes or whatever, people don't vote for the shit. And then when the reason why
do y'all think that this stuff is real?
Bro. Y'all want to say me? Majority of Americans are conspiracy theorists.
Because it doesn't happen to them.
I just know I just want to know the answer.
Yes, I think the majority of Americans are conspiracy theorists. I think 60% of America is dumb and conspiracy theorists.
You think they believe none of the news?
Because part of being a conspiracy nut is being dumb.
I don't know how to argue with that. But it is just not true. So you can't argue with shit that ain't true.
How much? What percentage of Americans do you think
extremely low
is a conspiracy nut?
It's extremely low.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure.
Why you say it's extremely low? What gives you that notion? What make you believe that?
Because Trump won, Hillary won the popular vote, right? Is anybody that voted for Hillary? They mostly conspiracy theorists?
I doubt it.
You highly doubt it, right? Now Trump won how much? Just a couple thousand, 100,000. 300,000 less than Hillary for the popular vote. Now, how many of them are Trump? I think is conspiracy theory. All of them?
No, but here's the thing.
So Hillary won most, and then at least half of them don't. So that isn't even close to being half of Americans conspiracy theories.
Here's the thing, though.
It's
at least okay. First of all,
what else you got to say, boy? Court adjourned.
No, it's not. If you listen, Fox News, for example, is fucking bullshit. 100% bullshit.
It's not.
What?
No, it's not.
Tell me why Fox News ain't bullshit.
Tell me why
Fox News ain't bullshit.
No, they do have a lot of bullshit, but I don't count them as having more bullshit than the other news stations. They both equally have both of their bullshit. I just don't agree with Fox most of the time.
Show me. Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, so
I don't agree with Fox most of the time. That's why.
Non-agreement is not what I'm calling bullshit on. I'm calling bullshit on the fact that they put out fake news for real.
Legit fake news.
They changed.
Everybody does. If you Google fake news, if you Google fake news from NBC, ABC,
why did you say you disagree with Fox the majority of the time?
Majority of the time because they have a Republican viewership
and they put out fake news.
No, just if you have a Republican view, then the opinion of the stuff that they give, it'll be based in a Republican way.
Andrew Gillum is not under investigation by the FBI. That's a fact. We know that for a fact. I literally just watched Fox News after the debate the other day, and they legit said Andrew Gillum was on the ropes when DeSantis won this debate by saying he was under investigation by the FBI.
I'm just saying Fox don't do it more than anybody else.
Did DeSantis
MSNBC do the same thing?
Did DeSantis win the debate?
DeSantis?
Yeah.
That's an opinion thing, though.
I'm asking you, though.
Hell no.
Okay. Is Andrew Gillum under investigation by the FBI?
No.
Okay, that's blatant fake news reporting. Blatant. Okay, and then I also I knew this was gonna come up because when you said let's talk about fake news, but
all of them do fake news. You just don't know fake news when you watch the other stuff because you like them. Because you in that bubble. You love the little dyke bitches and the little what's the gay boy name?
I see your point.
Don Lemon.
You love
what you were saying about seeing our point, Bria?
I see Tank's point, but it's just not validated enough for me.
But all the shit fake, all the niggas get fake news.
Wait,
all these niggas.
I knew this was gonna come up, so I looked up something.
Oh,
good point.
Where the fuck is Bud?
Watching Florida, Georgia. It was an independent study that was done
by who? By who? I wonder.
A nonpartisan.
Here we go. If that's the first thing you got to say.
No, wait. Let me finish.
Doing the study. The first thing you got to say is nonpartisan.
No, that's the only way.
I'm trying to let people
believe it.
Go ahead on with your little story from motherfucking Harvard.
It was
wherever them liberal motherfuckers at.
It wasn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. It was a true independent study.
All right.
It's an independent study that was done that Republicans love to use to say that CNN pump fake news. Mm-hmm. Right? So they did a study on how much negative coverage is did towards Trump. They said that the study shows CNN does 90% negative coverage on Trump. And Republicans, every time they come on CNN, they quote that study. They be like, well, there was a study done that showed that y'all negative towards the president. They used it so much this week because it was the topic of conversation. Okay. But if you read the whole study at the bottom, it says that the negative coverage on Trump has nothing to do with false reporting. It's negative because they cover the negative shit that the president says and does.
Which is true.
It's just negative. What has happened with this fake news narrative is people say, like you just said, you don't agree with most of the shit Fox say or whatever. People is thinking whether you agree with it or not and making it fake news. Angela Rye has said on CNN, this president did this, and this, and this, and this. She named like 6 things, right? The Republican lady who was on there for Trump said, see, y'all reporting stuff right there. And I don't think that's right that y'all always report negative stuff on the comments. And Angela Rye responded with, just because it's negative don't mean it's fake.
Exactly.
And that's my point. CNN is reporting 100% real talk shit.
So CNN is the real, they're 100.
I ain't listen what I'm saying.
What are you saying? CNN is 100. You don't say nothing negative about it. Are they good? They the best?
MSNBC, CNN, CBS, all the other stations is reporting real talk shit.
All them real.
But the thing is,
believe everything from
it's
them.
Negative towards Trump.
So we should believe.
So it's fake. They say it's fake because you're being mean.
All I just said is you should believe everything from them.
No, what I'm saying is it's not the news job to be nice.
Yeah,
the news job is to report.
Exactly.
So if you want them to report non-negative shit, then don't do negative shit. But don't say it's fake just because you don't like it.
But that does not make it fake.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know what controlling the narrative is? That's called propaganda.
No, it's not.
That is how you do propaganda. That's propaganda 101. Control the narrative.
Vice
even
control,
if it's true, that don't mean that you can't control the narrative.
Vice controls the narrative. That's not propaganda.
It is propaganda.
All news propaganda.
Well, no, if you're controlling the narrative, it means you're not telling the whole story. You're giving the bits and pieces.
No, that's not what Bria mean when she say that. Though.
That's how you control the narrative.
No, she means they're the one. They're the source. They're the source.
They control your perception of the story. That's what I mean by that. That doesn't mean it's fake. That doesn't mean it's not truthful. That doesn't mean there's not truth in it. They just control how you perceive it.
And what can they do? How can they can perceive? They can make you perceive it how they want you to, right?
Yes, but that doesn't make it fake. Tank is my point.
I know, but if so let's say, so I want you to perceive this president a certain way. So yes, I'm gonna report on all of this, but I'm not gonna report on all of that.
Yeah, but if
still not fake. I'm saying still not fake.
But if those things are true about the president, then I mean,
I got one.
What can you say?
It's like when a black dude get something happen to a black dude, like you get in a fight with the police or whatever, and the black dude gets shot or whatever, right? Then they show his criminal record or whatever, right? They're controlling the negative narrative because they want you to see that this man was a criminal. It ain't fake.
But
he really did go to jail.
He was unarmed and the cop overreacted.
Right.
They don't want you to
still
know
don't make
that.
it fake.
And what's the point of doing that? It's propaganda.
It's
because they want you to see. That's why my whole point about it being propaganda, whether good or bad or whether you agree or not, is propaganda.
But it's still real.
It's still real.
Yeah, it's still real.
It's propaganda. So propaganda.
In this particular situation,
what you want to report about these bombs and all this shit? You know, report this, don't report that. Believe what you want to believe, my nigga. It's free country.
The bombs ain't fake though.
The bombs are not fake.
We walk on the moon. That's what they said.
Yeah, we walked on the moon.
God damn it.
We walked on the damn moon.
I don't know what these niggas did back in 1960. I know they shot MLK and they shot Malcolm X.
Those are facts.
I know that motherfucker. Them niggas dead.
And they walked on the moon.
I don't know about none of that shit.
And they killed JFK.
They busted his head wide open. That shit on video.
Yeah.
Wide open.
I'm just saying, man, I think the fake news narrative is I think it's part of the reason why this dude sent the bombs. Because he crazy. Because he done got caught all up in this Trump. Everything to me. Because Trump good for that shit.
Like they're in their own reality. I'm telling you.
Trump do the same shit like you did earlier. Yeah. They live in their own reality, bro.
Of how the world works. And it's not the way the world works.
You know, my thing is, they do shit like when Trump say, oh, they're trying to say, he said, we talked about this. He said, oh, if Elizabeth Warren got one drop of Native American blood, I'll donate $1 million to whatever charity. He said that shit on tape. Then it came out that she had a percentage of a Native American blood.
This bitch got a point.
It don't matter. He said one drop.
He said a percentage.
He said one drop.
He said
one drop.
It don't matter.
Yeah, right. Is he gonna donate?
And then when they asked, but here goes the point.
Trump.
It don't matter what her percentage was. They asked him about it again. It was like,
he said fake
you gonna donate? He was like, fake news. I didn't say that. What?
Hey man, y'all better peep game.
Like I said that, they be like,
this
Mr.
man
President,
is crazy.
Okay,
y'all better peep
this week,
y'all say crazy, but this nigga president.
Wait, this week,
he a crazy president.
This week or whatever, he came out and was like, "There's a word. It's kind of old fashioned. I'm not supposed to say it. They said it's a bad word now. I'm gonna say it though. I'm a nationalist, right? Which means you a white supremacist, right?
Yeah. We know what the fuck
you mean, right?
Say it. God damn it.
Then when they asked him the next day, they was like, "Did you know that nationalist was a bad word?" He was like, "No, I didn't know that." He literally said before he said it that I know it's a bad word. I'm not supposed to say it. And they was like, "But sir, you said you know it's a bad word. Fake news."
Did y'all see all these niggas, all these monkey ass niggas at the Black Summit with Trump?
Oh, let's talk about that real quick. You see the Black Summit?
I didn't hear what he said.
That's when he did that's when he announced about Soros getting caught. He was like, I want to announce that we caught the guy who sent the bombs to former government employees. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't even say President Obama. He said former government employees.
Which is so disrespectful.
Well, they were. Just saying.
It's not fake news.
They were. But
I don't like
I'm talking about these niggas. All these niggas with their
They was young, though. They was young. They was young. I think they was paid actors. That's fake news.
I don't think they paid actors. This nigga done went across the
country. That's real.
No, but I think he done went across the country and done got all of the young black Republicans and got these niggas in one room.
So all 22 of them.
Yeah. He got all these niggas in one room. They're like, yeah, Trump.
It was hosted by Stacey Dash and
Ben
Carson.
Yeah,
it was hosted by Stacey Dash and Ben Carson. I watched the whole thing.
Believe what you want to believe. That's what I'm saying.
Here go what the conference was. So they had all these kids. They came up one by one. Not the whole 22 people in the room. It was only 22 people or something like that. But not all the 22 kids in the room. But like Stacey Dash, Ben Carson spoke. And some other people spoke that I ain't never heard of.
This was a coon meeting?
It was a coon meeting. They all had on MAGA hats. And they came up and talked about how Trump has helped them succeed or whatever and achieve more because of his policies.
Oh, yeah?
Right. So one chick got up there. This is the one that blew my mind. She was like, yeah, I'm going to med school thanks to Donald Trump. Before he was in there, I don't think I would have got accepted into college. And I was thinking to myself, Med school is graduate school.
Yes, it is.
So you've been in college for 4 years.
Yes.
Trump been elected for 2. What the fuck you talking
Get
about?
Outta here,
what
bro.
you talking about?
Get the heck out.
It's a whole bunch of bullshit.
Boy,
that's some
you talking about some super coons?
Chill out.
Boy, them was super coons. Boy, one of them went to
Never
fam.
went to college. Get
One
outta
of them say he
here.
went to. They made sure they got that nigga up there.
Well, E-Red up there?
Nah, he better. Hey, shout out E-Red. I wonder if he watching. Boy, you a coon, boy. But you know what? E-Red not a coon. You know what E-Red is?
He's a Republican.
No, he say
Is
he's a
he for Trump?
libertarian. He hate Trump.
Oh, he hates.
But he hate Democrats too. He's one
I
of
don't understand. I understand why some Republican niggas hate Democrats, but fuck the Republicans. Well, he say he not a Republican.
I like to pick your brain. Why do you think Republicans hate Democrats? Because I don't get it.
Why do Republicans? Because they just say shit without backing to get niggas vote. Like ever
That's
since
all
that,
politics.
ever since that, I know, but it's without backing. So it's like, why y'all niggas so loyal to a party that don't give a fuck about?
Why
you?
they so loyal to
Republicans
Republicans
do
and
the
they don't
same
give a fuck
thing.
about them?
Did you hear the end of my sentence?
No, I see what you're saying.
The
but-
end of my sentence was, I understand why Republicans hate fucking Democrats. I don't understand why they Republican either.
Yeah.
That was the end of my
Yeah,
sentence.
that's my thing.
But
If
they
you
loyal to a party that don't really give a fuck about you.
Both
or
sides,
whatever.
right.
Either way.
The two,
Right.
First of all, it never. This whole 2-party system is just made up shit that niggas, everybody just going along with.
Two-party system is so that people can retain power.
This ain't in no constitution. This is just some shit we doing
Basically.
or whatever.
And then the party's smart too, because instead of like another party being added, Bernie Sanders should not be a part of the Democratic Party. Neither should Andrew Gillum. Neither should the chick from New York or the chick from California we talked about, or the black chick from Boston or whatever. But instead, Democrats was just like, well, we'll just assimilate them in. Same thing that the Republicans did, because the Tea Party was a separate thing. And they was like, yeah, y'all a little extreme, but we going to go ahead on and assimilate y'all on in here because we don't want to lose power.
In order to get on this, what was that little leprechaun looking motherfucker in the 90s?
Ross Perot.
Ross Perot. Right? God damn it, these country, he was saying fuck all of them. Fuck these Republicans. Look what the hell they doing to the deficit.
Yeah.
Now, ever since him, they'd changed the whole rules of what it take to get into the presidential running or whatever. You need a certain amount of money. You need a certain amount of this, certain amount of that.
Well, they did
so
that.
now it's always going to be Republican.
They did that to
Democrat.
Ross Perot anyways, because Ross Perot wasn't on, like, I don't think he was on the ballot in all 50 states. And you can't win if you ain't on the ballot in all 50 states.
He basically got
But it's up to the state.
didn't he? He took a lot of shit away from motherfucking Bush.
Yeah.
He got
Clinton would have
in there.
won regardless, though.
I don't know. He took
Clinton
a lot
was
of
a rock
shit.
star, baby. When Clinton went on Arsenio Hall playing that saxophone, it was over. It was over. Clinton is just like Obama.
Boy, they know how to get the niggas, don't they?
Yeah, boy.
Man, fuck all these niggas, man. I hate the politics shit. I swear to you, because don't nobody.
It's a way of life,
Niggas
though.
just pick a team. I hate this. What his label is like. That's why niggas you be trying to say I'm Republican. I'm this. Because everybody got if you say something, you got to fit into a certain box, and then you got to check all boxes of that label that you with.
So the way I look at it is like this or whatever, right? Because I'm not a Democrat. I'm a socialist, right? But the way I look at it, but I stand on the Democrat side because
So you got to check. So that means you got to check off every box of
Every
a
single
socialist
box.
is about or whatever. Or then
I like everything
you'll get
that
called,
socialists do.
or you get called out.
Okay, but the way I look at it is like this, right? Imagine that there's a war going on and the world split down the middle 50-50, right? And the A side versus the B side, right? And you don't pick a side. You like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Eventually, you going to get overcome by war. Because they just going to keep fighting around you. You either going to die or get assimilated in and don't have no rule over your own shit anyways. So you got to pick a side.
God damn it.
You got to pick a side.
It
The only
depends.
reason Switzerland was able to stay neutral in World War II because they had all the money. And they did pick a side, by the way. Even though they said they was neutral, they was definitely with Germany because they let Germany come there and do all their gold banking and all that stuff or whatever. So the whole narrative that Switzerland was neutral is bullshit. So you have to pick a side. World War II, literally every country in the world was involved in that. But the reason why is because you got to pick a side. Either A, the Americans going to come set up shop on your shit and be like, well, you closer to us, so we gonna land our planes here. Or the Germans going to take over and you going to have to live under German rule. But saying that, hey, Brazil, we neutral over here. We don't want nothing to do with that shit. That shit ain't going to work. So that's the same way America is. We have this republic that we live in. You get representatives. You got to vote. You don't have to vote, but voting is the thing or whatever. You can say you're not going to vote, but if you don't vote because you don't want to be a part of this side and they don't match up, you still going to have to rule under their rule anyways.
I agree with that.
So you might as well pick a side. It's dumb. I get it.
You're going to have to. You're going to be forced to.
Yeah, I get it. You right. I agree with you, cuz.
It depends on if what's going to be. See, this is the good thing about the cracker did right about the Constitution. You only have a president for 4 years, and then the next motherfucker come in.
Yeah, so it's kind of like what you were saying before. Like, you pick the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, as much as the nigga hate Trump or whatever, he'll be out of here in a couple years.
Will he?
Yeah,
I think he's gonna win again.
Well, I mean, but still,
but still 8 years is the max.
He eventually gonna be out of this.
I will say this though. I was just talking to somebody about this this week. I think the Constitution should be revisited every 20 years.
Fuck no.
What you mean fuck no? You can't say fuck. You can't say fuck no because slavery was originally okay in the Constitution.
No, it should be amended if we have a problem with amendment, but not whole revisited. Because
why not though? We had this conversation before.
Right?
Why not?
Why not?
Why?
Because the shit works.
Because you didn't give a valid reason last time.
I'm not saying tear it up. I said revisit it.
No, I like it because it works and they don't need to be revisited. If something needs to be amended, then we'll amend it.
But amending the Constitution is one thing. You can still have amendments. But the Constitution should be revisited every 20 years because life changes.
I don't trust different generations with shit.
They don't abide by it now.
They don't abide by it now.
What if it happened in my generation?
18th, bro, it's shit in the Constitution that was written by 18th century motherfuckers. What that got to do with us? And what do you have to do?
It's working for me.
What do you have to do?
That's
my point. What do you have to do with 40 years down the line from now?
Well, fuck the next generation.
We're talking about 20 years from now.
You can't say that.
Well,
I can't. That's what we
do. Whatever work for our generation, not fuck the next generation.
20 years from now, you 50 years old, bro. Like is the shit don't apply. Like they don't apply.
All right, well, fuck you. Do whatever you want. Fuck the Constitution.
And plus, you can't live in a place where you can be able to. That goes back to what you saying about the 2-party system. Then it's the same thing.
But that's just some no. 2-party system. That's just some shit niggas do. But you ain't got.
But not revisiting the Constitution. You want to keep power to the way it is already.
No, I'm just saying that the way this shit is, it's been working. Well, I mean, we amended this. I mean, niggas would have been killed all the
when the last amendment? What was the last amendment to the Constitution? Look that up.
I don't know. What's wrong with the Constitution?
A lot of shit.
What's wrong? Give me one. You want to take away nigga guns?
Yep.
That shit ain't gonna work, bro.
Guns need to be changed.
That shit ain't gonna work.
I don't think you need to take everybody. See, that's why we can't get gun reform. Because
niggas don't want it.
But wait.
I don't want it.
No, niggas just don't want to change.
Right. That's
I don't want it.
Let me finish.
Let me goddamn finish. I don't want it, Bria.
Let me
leave that shit the same. Don't touch it. I'm with the crackers on this.
Listen.
We under these crackers rules, and you want to take away niggas' guns? Boy, you out your
niggas ain't got
guns anyway.
That shit.
Niggas ain't got guns anyway.
I know that's just because they ain't smart enough.
So gun reform.
Wisen up. Go ahead on.
Here go my thing. Gun reform need to change in the strength.
1992.
92.
27.
What was the amendment?
27.
What is the 27th amendment?
I don't know.
Look that up for me. I bet it's something to do with handicap or something like that. But listen,
them niggas need ramps.
Yeah, I'm dead ass. That's what I bet. That's what
I
it
should
is.
know this.
I should know it too. But listen, okay, so you got gun reform. Everybody always say taking guns. Go ahead, Bria. What it is?
Stupid rate of compensation for the members of Congress.
What?
So they amended the thing so they can get paid more.
Basically, they have control over how much they get paid.
See, Congress get to vote on their salary.
The problem with this is the problem with America. You want to finish with the gun control shit?
Yeah. I was just going to say this: the whole gun control narrative never gets anywhere because every time I say we need gun reform, motherfuckers say you want to take the guns. I ain't say that. We need to reform it. We need to.
You know the reason why they don't even want to start there because they see if you start there, then the next step and the next step. I've been listening to Radio Lab, More Perfect podcast, and it's all about Supreme Court rulings and how this get to hear the Commerce Clause, how they got that for Obamacare. It ain't got shit to do with motherfucking healthcare and all that, but. How the shit be working is it starts here with this little case, and then it goes to that, and then it goes to this, and then eventually it's a whole structural change of what it is now from what it used to be. Good. That's why them niggas don't. That's why if you want to keep your gun, they're like fuck all of these.
Right? They don't want to go down that slope. They're slippery slope.
Keep it away from the handicapped motherfuckers. Keep it away from the retarded. Do background checks, but no limit.
But the only way
no
you can
limitations
do that is by reforming it. That's what I'm saying.
You can make them laws.
You can't make them laws.
Yeah, you can because if you impaired or whatever, you can make. You don't have the right to bear arms. So they take that right away from people.
Impaired.
They take that right. If you
mean visually impaired?
I mean handicapped, like you mentally unstable.
No, that's
they
not
take
true.
rights away from mentally unstable people.
Wait. I know this for a fact because me and Marcus just had a conversation about this or whatever.
They don't take rights away from mentally unstable people.
It is not illegal to buy a firearm if you're mentally unstable.
I know, but I'm saying they could make it illegal,
right?
And that wouldn't be against the Constitution.
Here's why you have to constitutionally change it.
Why?
Because every time that they make a gun law, and then when they take it to the Supreme Court, it don't hold up because the Supreme Court, the Constitution says you as a citizen, period, has the right to bear arms. So the fucking Supreme Court have to go off the Constitution.
No, they don't.
So it doesn't say
if I'm a felon or whatever, and I'm a felon, I'll say I got the right to have a gun. Okay. I take that shit to the Supreme Court, nigga. They ain't giving me no gun.
But the Constitution says that felons they wrote that in. The Constitution says felons can't own guns because having a federal crime
that ain't true because
you lose your rights.
I can still get my rights back.
No, you can't. Well, that's why we voting on it today.
It's not here. I can't, but you can still get your rights back in certain states.
Right, but not all your rights. You never get the right to bear arms back.
Yeah, there's specific rights that they can.
There's specific rights that you get.
Not everything.
No, you can never get your rights to bear arms again. I just seen this. I
think you're wrong, boy.
You should look into this too, for real, because we was just. This is why you voting, because right now in Florida,
that's what they're.
If you want to get your felony rights back, you have to go to a review board, and they only do 200 cases a year, but it's like 20,000 people up for it or whatever. So we vote on this thing that automatically give them their voting rights back or whatever. But you can never get the rights to bear arms again. Even when we vote yes on this, you can never get your rights to bear arms. You have to get a special adjudication or something like that. And I don't even think they've ever done it. Because if you're a felon with possession
for felons with a criminal record, it's harder but not impossibly illegally to get your rights back.
Right. You have to. It's
but
a
what
special
rights?
thing.
It's not telling you which rights.
This is specifically about the Second Amendment.
Right. Oh,
you have to go to a special review board and all that stuff.
Look here.
So what I'm saying is,
go ahead on.
This is what I'm saying. I don't care about felons getting rights to get guns back. That's fine. I don't care about that. But if I'm pretty sure it's always going to be if you murdered or raped, you ain't never getting your rights back. But what I'm saying is, amend the Constitution to say you as a citizen have the right to bear arms unless you're mentally ill or whatever.
And what's wrong with that?
Well, see, this is when legality and legalized words and stuff come into play, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. Because we just saying it sounds simple, but when you put it in words and whatever, and then you say unless you're mentally unstable, all right, then they say what is mentally unstable? Then who can say what's
break it down in the article?
Define it.
Yeah, I know, break it down in the article. They do it for everything else.
I know, but then publicly, all right, and then if I want to stop people from getting guns, what can I categorize as mentally unstable? Can I put transgender as mentally unstable?
Here go my thing.
Can I put
no? You cannot put transgender as mentally unstable. No, you can't.
Wait. It's been in there before. Or it was a disorder. So that's not act like
it hasn't been since.
But it was, right?
It hasn't been since the early 1900s.
No. Nigga, this was 1960s or whatever. What you talking about early 90s? It was a disorder all the way up in the books all the way up through the 60s.
But it's not as disorder anymore.
I know, but that's beside my point. My point is, what are you going to put under mental unstable bit? Because then if you say you can't get a gun if you're mentally unstable, and I put a new category under there for mentally unstable, and I put this person and this person, and I put these group of people under there, then what?
List what those disabilities are, and then just name it off.
They can ostracize a whole bunch of people just because they want to.
But it's not ostracizing them if they have been proven to have mental issues and they're not capable of understanding.
If you got paranoid schizophrenia, you can't buy a fucking gun. That's not hard.
But everybody knows that. I just don't understand that.
This shit right here, what you doing? There ain't no excuse for that. Your job as a lawmaker is to fucking make the laws. I don't care how hard it is.
Make laws. You got to think. See, this is why everybody not suitable for Supreme Court. You can't just make laws. You got to think about the
Supreme Court. Don't make the laws. They judge on the laws.
I know, but they judge on laws. And once they judge on the law, that becomes the law.
Because the laws are not based upon how people feel. You're talking about how people are going to feel about putting that in there. That's not what it's based off of. It's based off the greater good of the country in itself.
Oh Lord, these niggas talking about greater good and this evil ass.
That's what the country is based off.
That's what the laws. That is. See what the law is. What are you talking about?
That ain't how the law works.
Nigga, you crazy. Second of all, what you're talking
about.
Majority
rule.
But wait,
majority don't rule.
What you talking
about? Hold on. You just said majority rule.
Majority do rule.
Oh, majority rule.
Show me how majority don't rule.
Or whatever. Majority
Show me how majority
because
don't.
This is how. See, this is why I listen to More Perfect or whatever.
You and seven other niggas. That ain't no majority. Go ahead.
This is how I listen to Radio Lab because the black people didn't have the majority opinion to get segregation overturned. So what they did was they set up fake cases where they had to take it to the Supreme Court and minority, and they won in the Supreme Court. So that changed. The whole thing. So majority would have had kept segregation. The minority is what changed it. Majority don't always rule.
The majority of the Supreme Court votes was towards what
majority
they
of the Supreme Court, not
presenting
majority
their case about.
Not
Brown versus the Board of Education or whatever was like one of the big civil rights cases, right? About desegregation, right? Yeah, that passed, and places in the South still didn't give a fuck and did whatever they want because you have states' rights. And states do whatever they want.
They were the majority.
Wait. The country didn't change their narrative on segregation and desegregation of schools until Kennedy sent the fucking army down to help walk Ruby Bridges into a fucking school.
For minority thought, right?
Right, but listen.
Minority overruled the majority.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
They needed white people. If you think you crazy,
all they needed was the president and the Supreme Court.
You crazy because they showed
they used the system.
Places.
No, they needed to have white people on their side.
Places
in the community.
Hell yeah, because they vote.
No, they didn't,
bro. You know how many
they had to send the National Guard down there to stop them.
Stop.
What happened if they don't send the National Guard?
You mixing two things. You're not talking about the same thing. You know how many times the Supreme Court voted on gay marriage and it didn't pass? Why did gay marriage pass recently? Because the narrative of the country had changed. The majority of the country had changed.
When something becomes law, whether you like it or not.
If you take a survey, it don't matter. That's talking about it becomes law whether you like it or not.
Once something becomes law, it's law. Once I say slavery is over, slavery is over.
How does a republic work?
You people vote.
Yeah, people vote. You get a representative. The representative goes and they make legislation for the representative. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So all this whole time, the narrative of the country was gay is wrong. Gay is wrong.
And
if you take a survey from the 60s and ask how many people think being gay is okay, it is going to be extremely lower than when the gay rights.
Hurry up and get the gay thing. What does that to do with the law, boy?
The people, the legislation, Congress, they write the laws based on how people feel. Period. Point blank. So
majority of people in the South, they were for segregation. I mean, they were for integration. They were for ending it.
No. The South ain't have nothing to do with it. The South is the minority in this situation.
Majority of the country.
What happened is when they showed on TV, because Kennedy, if you watch what's the movie with the Butler, the Butler movie, right? Kennedy was sitting in the White House and they were showing the dogs spraying the black people and biting people in Selma, and Kennedy was like, what the fuck is this? And they showed that in Boston, New York, they showed it in Buffalo, they showed it all up north where those people, they knew it was segregated down here, but they had never experienced it.
Well, but long story short, once it became law, they had to do the shit, right?
Yeah, once something become law, you gotta do it. So, but what I'm saying is, what I was saying was when you were saying that, oh, well, you go down that slope, you gotta figure this out, you gotta figure that out. They just need to figure the shit out.
Right.
You don't have no excuse. Figure it out. That's your job.
I'm lost on what the hell we talking about.
We're talking about making a law for the gun control thing that you said is going to be too hard to do because you got to think about all this stuff.
I didn't say it was going to be too hard to do. I said don't do it because it's going to sit up the slope to not own it. If I don't ever want to have to ever worry about me not having the gun, I stop all that shit. I don't care what you're trying to do. Point blank. Period.
But see,
I'm just telling you how the American people think. We ain't going for none of that shit,
that
you fucking libtard.
That has nothing to do with the lawmaking.
Look here, you fucking libtards. Nah, I ain't trying to go down this route with you motherfucking Negroes. Hey, I was seeing the shit with the 16-year-old that was like, fuck y'all niggas.
Hey, that shit fake.
You seen that shit?
No.
Hey, that shit fake.
It's a little 16-year-old black girl.
So it's a 16-year-old black girl. She was on Dr. Phil. Now that's fake news. She was on Dr. Phil. Yeah, she was like, my daughter's been like that since she was 5. How about somebody found her Facebook page and it say Black Goddess, and she talk about how the black woman is an endangered species and all this other like pro-black shit. Dr. Phil, that's some more shit.
Well, that's perfect. Perfect to tie back into my whole thought of it. I knew the shit was fake all from the get-go. And I knew the shit was propped up from the get-go.
I ain't say that.
What I'm saying is,
I ain't say that.
I ain't need nobody to tell me. I ain't need no evidence. I ain't need none of this, none of that. I knew that bitch was lying from the minute I seen it on the screen. All I'm saying.
You just said 5 minutes ago.
What I said?
Did y'all see the black bitch that did the thing? I ain't say that. What was wrong with you, boy?
Look, man. All I'm saying is believe what you want to believe, my nigga. And just because I don't believe or whatever, that don't make me crazy until it happens.
Me and Brad doing the same thing.
Every single time. Just like, what's going on right now?
Everybody said that
you can make your own narrative, Tank. You can make your own narrative.
Niggas was saying that the FBI was after black people and all this. The FBI put crack in the neighborhood. Nobody believed them. Ain't no evidence of this shit.
It is though.
No, this was before all of this.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say there definitely is evidence.
Before all this, niggas was been saying that, but they were like, "Hey man, these motherfucking crackers, they putting guns in the hood." They knew it. Nobody believed them until somebody comes out from the other side and say this is what happened.
Which ties back into what we were talking about earlier. That most people
are proof, right?
Most people are conspiracy theorists. They don't
mean it's not real.
No. Okay, but
it's really happening. Okay, but just because they say it ain't
the 9/11 thing, for example, right? Me, you and D was talking about the 9/11 thing. Bria, don't let your head blow up. Me and you and D was talking about the 9/11 thing, and about how the building fell for no reason. It looked like it got exploded and stuff like that, or whatever. Cool. It's evidence to proclaim that, right?
All that shit being debunked. There's no reason for you not to believe that 9/11 didn't happen the way that the crackers said.
How did it got debunked?
All of that shit debunked. All of that shit.
What is debunked?
Debunked means it's been proven that.
No. I know what debunked means. What are you saying was debunked about?
The 9/11 shit.
Building number 7?
All of that. Building number 7 has been debunked or whatever. Or how it fell because of fire or whatever. They said the building can fall that way, which they are scientifically right. But if you want to believe that bullshit, then you believe it. But it is scientifically possible. But I don't believe it. My point is, believe what you want to believe, my nigga. That's all I gotta say. I don't believe that bullshit.
Did you see the lady from Georgia the black lady who running for
Stacey Abrams?
Stacey Abrams.
What she do?
She running for governor. She ain't gonna win.
No, she ain't. In Georgia?
And what happened? Well, she was leading, but what happened? 2 things happened. Number one, the guy she running against has the power. He's like the supervisor election or something like that over the state of Georgia. So he purged 50,000 voters. Was like, y'all ain't voted 3 times. Y'all got to go. So and there was 47,000 of them was black. So so he purged all them. And then number 2, a video came out of her when she was in college, when the Georgia state flag still had the Confederate flag on it, and she was burning it and saying, we don't want the Confederate flag as our state flag. And she burnt the flag or whatever. So they're like, how dare her disrespect the flag and burn the flag? I'm like, it's a Confederate flag.
You know why she could, you know why he could get rid of all them votes and do all of this and do all of that, right?
Why is that?
Because they got rid of the key components to the 1964 voters' rights.
Oh yeah, the voters' right thing.
All right, which happened under Obama, but it wasn't his fault. He was just there. He ain't got nothing to do with it. He was just sitting there. Shit happened. He ain't got nothing to do. I just say he was just there, but it happened under him though. Hey, he was just there.
I'm just saying though. Let me ask you something. How could Obama start that? That's a Supreme Court ruling.
Why are you asking me? I want
to ask you a question because you like to throw Obama under the bus.
I didn't throw him under the bus. I just said
you were being real sarcastic.
I was not real sarcastic.
And you know it's sarcastic. You can't even say it with a straight face.
I'm sick of your shit, Trump.
All I said was Obama was there.
With a straight face.
Boy, you a bastard, boy.
You play so much.
God damn it.
We didn't waste a whole hour playing with you.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, goddamn it, got hit in there with billy clubs. Goddamn it, had the dog sick on him to get that legislation passed. And here we come.
What Obama got to do with the Supreme Court ruling?
I ain't said he had nothing to do with it. All I said was it happened or whatever. Obama probably said something about it. He was like, that was fucked up. All right, y'all, go shoot these hoops. And we ain't heard nothing too much about it.
Bro, like what?
Whatever.
I cannot believe you right now.
It's crazy.
I think that should still be in the news that shit happened. And when it happened, and then it just got brushed over by everybody, I was like, oh, we just gonna keep on going on with life, huh? Oh, okay.
Well, that's because, like I was telling you before.
All right. He made no uproar about this shit.
Like I was telling you.
He should have made an uproar about
I was telling you
I don't want to get on Obama.
Most people, it's not about Obama. I ain't about to talk about Obama. Like I was telling you before, most people stupid. No. Name the average person that even know what the Voters' Right Act, the 1960 whatever it is.
Ain't nobody paying attention to shit.
Exactly.
Right. That's my point.
That's been our whole point this whole time.
That's my point.
That's you are, but it's a lot of people in America.
You do a podcast about this shit, nigga.
All this shit.
Well, niggas out there don't pay attention.
Believe what y'all want to believe.
This nigga here is trash, bro.
The day of the Geechee is over. God damn it. The day of the Geechee is over.
Oh my God. D, you want to replace this nigga?
It was a good episode.
But next week, bro, Nation, we gonna have D on here smiling and saying nothing but pro nigga shit.
Hey, y'all said a lot of niggas gonna agree with y'all, a lot of niggas gonna agree with me, or whatever. But the important thing is that niggas talk about shit, which ain't happening. Ain't no nigga talk about this shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about these bombs.
Nobody. That's true. Nobody talking about it. Don't nobody care. The only thing niggas cared about this week was Florida, Georgia. That's so true.
It might be better to be in the Matrix, dog.
He right though. Niggas is in the Matrix.
I know.
Turn all y'all niggas in.
The way he's saying it is just garbage. Like he's a bum.
Hey man. Thank you,
Kendra. Hey Kendra, do you also co-sign on this crazy Trump shit he's saying?
She co-signed everything, boy.
What?
They
can't even hear you, Kendra. You should have came on the pod so you could have been sitting up here defending Tank.
I don't need.
He got bum opinions.
What?
Is he a bum physically and all that? Hell no, he a hard working man.
To this bullshit.
But do he got bum opinions? He got bum ass nigga opinions. I ain't say that. Matter of fact, I ain't say your husband was a bum. Fuck you talking about? Fake news. Fuck out of here. See, this is what the problem is with America.
Good. That was
you
good.
got people.
That was good.
You got people. Yeah, you got people.
That was good.
Making their own narratives and shit. That's what the problem is. I ain't say that. I ain't call you no bum.
I can't.
What she talking about?
I can't even hate on it.
Fake news. Call you no bum.
I've
always said Cedric was an outstanding young man. Fake news. Fuck out of here. Shit. Fucking bullshit. Okay. See, all these negative attacks on me. Y'all call me hater bear. Y'all do all these things to put me and make me look negative. All these negative attacks on me. That's what the problem is. If you know what, people went and send bombs to your house, and whoever called you a bum, I don't know who did it, but whoever did that wouldn't say shit like that. If you said something positive about my opinions on
shut up, boy.
You be talking about Jack's facts and all that. See, my opponent, he's flustered. A hit dog will holler. And it's hollering all through the 685 studios. I'm not saying you a bum, but I'm saying the bums think you one.
What did Santos do?
What is that?
Really?
Hey.
Oh my
God. Anyway, look here, man. Hey, so what's gonna be the narrative for the next couple of weeks about this bomb shit? We're gonna all blame it on Trump.
I think it's gonna go away.
Think it's gonna go away?
I think it's gonna go away. The dude arrested. What more could you say about the shit?
Trying to blow this shit up.
The nigga tried to bomb people. They never. I haven't. They said he's a Trump person. They got video of him at one of the Trump rallies holding a CNN suck sign and stuff like that. But I haven't heard anybody explicitly say he did this because of Donald Trump. So I think it'll just go away. He did it. He's arrested. It's over.
I got this thing. They gonna go. See, this is what they did with the black when niggas was getting fucked with by the police. Every story, the motherfuckers go with the ambulance chasers. Now they looking for every time a nigga get shot by the police. When at the same time, white people was getting shot by the police too. They ain't chasing them stories. That's how that's the propaganda shit or whatever. Fuck the crackers that get shot. They chase these niggas and throw that all over there and traumatize me. Goddamn, give me PTSD.
Well, not as many crackers getting shot as black people.
I'm just glad he didn't kill.
Nobody happens.
I'm just glad that the bombs was fake and he didn't kill Obama or Hillary.
He wasn't trying to kill no damn body.
He said he wasn't trying to kill nobody.
Fake news.
He said I wasn't trying to kill nobody or hurt nobody. I was like, well, you said bombs in their house, bro.
So what was the purpose of
they let this nigga talk?
Nah, he said it in his statement that he released to the FBI, like whatever he said. The FBI.
So then what was his purpose in sending it?
I don't know, man.
How come white people know how to get arrested by the police without getting shot? Niggas got to go through training
because they white.
He said know how to.
Yeah.
Like it's a book
I don't know.
There's no book on it.
That's what they seem like. They seem like
black people do need
niggas need like a whole training.
We need like a manual.
Step 1: be white.
You seen the? I seen the one where
that's it.
Nigga had a white person on his windshield and rolled his window up, and there was a white person on the outside of the window, like it was him.
That shit ain't gonna work. They gonna shoot your ass.
Yeah,
Sir, get down. There's some nigger behind you. Blast you. What, you ever seen that episode of South Park when they had banned hunting, and the only way you can hunt is by saying the shit was attacking you? So they were going in the woods and shit was just chilling like a deer, and it's like, it's coming right for us, and they just start shooting this shit. That's how the police is. Really? He's coming right at us, and they just shoot niggas.
They be yelling, "Stop reaching for my gun! Stop reaching!
You be like, nigga, what? I got handcuffs on. Stop resisting.
And everybody just go for this shit. Every video they see a police whooping a nigga saying stop resisting. Why the nigga like this? And everybody just go for this.
The little 14-year-old girl that had the 2 police on her back recently and was getting punched in the ribs. The motherfucker was screaming, stop resisting.
The police said because of her stature, because it's a big bitch, the cops had to do what they had to do.
She's 14.
She had her hand.
I don't care.
The girl was big. Like, should have punched her.
Ain't
had no business getting on top of her punching her. Or whatever, but
that's how they know. That's how they feel about black people.
Stop resisting.
That was a big ass 14-year-old.
I don't care.
What do the cop do in that situation?
Use your regular man strength on a 14-year-old girl. Come on.
Well, wait, this a big bitch now.
It don't matter.
She a little girl.
He was a big ass.
I overpower Stephanie all the time.
Yeah,
and she bigger than that girl.
What if it's a little ass policeman though?
Then call another one. You
gotta call for backup.
Start resist.
Back up. I got this 14-year-old big ass gorilla bitch.
How much is a 14-year-old?
And she about to slam my ass.
How much is she gonna resist anyway? She's still a child. Man, just because she big, that doesn't make her an adult.
I don't know. Niggas be wilding, so
I don't think so.
I ain't trying to justify none of shit. All the shit fucked up anyway.
Resisting arrest shouldn't even be a crime. That's stupid. Like, say somebody be like, you just robbed the 7-Eleven. You like, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. You going to jail. And he go to put you in handcuffs, and you like, no, I didn't. And you try to pull away because you ain't robbed the 7-Eleven. And then he charged you with robbing the 7-Eleven and resisting arrest. Then you go to court. It proved that you didn't rob the 7-Eleven, but you still got a resisting arrest charge on you.
I think they dropped the shit.
That's dumb.
That's stupid.
That's dumb.
That a whole, hey, man.
How you resisting arrest? Bitch, I don't want to go to jail.
Exactly.
That should be your inalienable right to not want to go to jail. It's your job to catch me.
Technically it is, but you know. I'm just saying.
Resisting arrest dumb.
All the shit dumb. And anyway, even if you get arrested, county jail should be like a motel.
What you mean?
You innocent till proven guilty. So just because you're arrested don't mean you're guilty. Why they have that shit like a prison?
Because it's a prison.
But I'm innocent. Supposed to be.
No. You ain't never innocent. You guilty until Trump. If Trump ain't teaching nothing in this country, you guilty until proven innocent.
I was gonna say, that whole thing is just for show. You're guilty until you're proven.
Clay County nigga, you say the wrong thing to the CEO, they act like in the yard.
Oh man,
whoop your ass and then push your court date back to your heel, straight up.
Well, everybody know it's happening, and they allow it to happen.
What the hell do?
When niggas go in there and come out, all they say is, "Boy, it's crazy in there. You're crazy in there." They don't never put up no court. No, they don't never sue the Clay County and take it to the Supreme Court.
It happens. Not with Clay County, but it happened. What happened is they get offered so much money, niggas be like, "Shit, boy, they cracking for to give a nigga $300 for that case, boy." Nah, they don't give a nigga $300K. You got to be really fucked up. They give a nigga $20,000,
and they
finna give a nigga $20K for that bit, boy. They whoop my ass, boy. Finna get paid, boy.
Dumb.
These hood niggas. What
Can I just go back real quick before we get to the final thoughts? Can I just go back to how I was telling you at the beginning of the show that everybody's stupid, and I'm telling you, you just keep giving examples of how people so retarded. And then you don't believe that most people are crazy ass conspiracy theory retarded people.
Well, not people that do shit.
I'm gonna say this too.
Most people, but most people that do shit got sense.
Boy, I think how much of the country you think religious, believe in some kind of God?
Yeah, most of these motherfuckers.
90%.
Hell no. Nigga.
How much?
Believe in some kind of God.
Any God.
85.
85?
85?
I think it's 50.
I think it's like 90 or higher.
90,
I think some people just bullshitting. Is they got the real atheists, they got motherfuckers that bullshit, don't believe in shit, but they ain't gonna say that. They just gonna go along with the bullshit just because. I think it's a lot of them.
Even then, it's way more than 70%.
Yeah. I said 85.
And I think just and this is way more than this is just my opinion. The fact that people automatically believe that it's some magical thing, force or whatever influencing their life, and disbelieve in all facts and science and shit that prove it otherwise or whatever or whatever. that show right there that people are susceptible to believe anything, in my opinion.
Well, but everybody believe that we went to the moon, so
we did go to the moon.
I mean, you could be susceptible.
Don't laugh at that
Everybody is susceptible
we
to
went
something.
To the moon.
Who knows?
D don't be sitting over there. We went to the moon, bruh, nation. Don't believe that shit.
They could just tell us anything happened in 1950. Pull up some documents, some shit. I know the time. I'm going with the 50s. I ain't talking about the moon no more. And they could just say this shit happened, and nigga be like, it did happen. They say it right here. What you mean it didn't happen?
But okay,
fuck that shit.
Well, then what about those niggas who don't think slavery was real?
Who don't think slavery was real? Hey, you don't think it's real? It's not dangerous. How y'all niggas say if you believe that shit.
If you don't believe slavery was real, it is dangerous.
How the fuck is it dangerous? Because this one dumbass who don't believe
it affects your mental.
All right.
And how you view the world. You're in the matrix.
Okay, buddy. All right.
Okay, buddy.
You know, push me to that fine line of not giving a fuck. All right.
It's in your mental, man. It's like the matrix, man.
Well, somebody, man, only thing I think.
No, but I seen a nigga say slavery wasn't real. That niggas was already over here and white people just came.
Well, I don't know. Maybe niggas was over here, but I don't mean that slavery wasn't real.
No, they saying we was the niggas. Like they saying Native Americans
that could be.
Ain't real people. That's why you don't see them.
I don't know if they don't.
And that white people came from Europe and niggas was in Africa and North and South America.
It is a lot of proof that niggas was here over here.
Visiting.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, but not a lot of niggas.
It's statues of niggas.
There ain't even a lot of niggas there.
Well, we saying that, but how the fuck do we really know? How do we know? So that's why when
where they at?
What you mean where they at?
Where they at?
All the niggas. Where
all the Native Americans at? Dead.
You know what happened?
We saw them die though. We saw them die.
No, we didn't see nobody do nothing.
Humans
have
did.
you seen but have you seen the pictures and the drawings of dark skin? Have you seen the pictures of the real black looking African looking Native Americans that they got?
But that's after slavery.
No.
Because ain't no pictures before slavery.
I know, but they got drawings of shit of fucking pilgrims coming meeting dark skin, not red, no.
But that's a drawing.
I know, but it's a depiction.
That's a drawing.
I know, but it's depictions
Columbus
of what happened.
Came to America in 1492.
All I'm saying
is,
you want the records
that's
of it.
400 years between the photography.
You said where them niggas at. I said where the end is at.
Where the bones.
Most of them.
Where the bones.
That's where my mind. That's where my mind.
Because when you dig up a Native American
bones.
bone, you can tell by the structure of a bone if a woman or man is black or white. You can tell by the bone structure because we have different bone structures, and you can tell by DNA. So when you run the DNA,
is anybody doing DNA testing?
Yes,
on all
bro, they
bones?
do. Yes, and they're all Native American. Ain't no nigga DNA.
What did they say is Native American though, or whatever? Or just because they say it's Native American, that could be. It still could be African in or origin or whatever. I'm saying what they labeled as Native American could be African in origin. Okay. Just because they say it's Native American.
Oh, okay. So you saying when they say it's a Seminole,
it's a Seminole.
Yeah.
That's an African, but they saying that
a
Seminole is Native American or whatever. That's what I'm saying.
But it's distinctly different from all the DNA traces in Africa.
All I'm saying is a lot of proof that niggas over here, and you could
not believe. We agree that we was over here visiting. I'm talking about
we weren't
living here as like
I'm saying
having whole cities.
Yeah,
I wasn't there. None of us was there. So how am I just gonna say I know?
Well, that's that Ken Ham shit. I wasn't there. You know, Ken Ham said dinosaurs and people lived at the same time.
No.
And when they asked him why, he was like, "You wasn't there."
No. If it was ancient dipictions of dinosaurs with human, like a big ass dinosaur with a human, then I would be entitled to believe that okay, maybe this shit is possible. Ain't no drawings of that shit. If it's drawings of African looking people coming up to with white people and shit, and the drawings of the shit like from Europe and records of the shit, I'm entitled to believe maybe it was niggas here.
Most of those drawings are done by a nigga who wasn't on the boat with Columbus and was done 200 or 300 years after the thing happened.
You know how they keep records or whatever?
I know how you keep records.
It's artists and shit that be actually come over from the old kingdom.
How come when Columbus described Native Americans in his journal, he described they know what Africans was. They seen Africans. They said these people are not like Africans.
I know, but he said they did say these are dark skinned people.
Yeah, they dark skinned.
Okay.
Native Americans are dark skinned.
Why can't they be African?
Because he said they're not African.
Not in every damn scripture. Not every one of them European wrote said these dark skinned, but they not African. Every one of them fucking writers ain't put that shit. What are we talking about?
Columbus was the one that
the first nigga over here before anybody else.
So he had the most writings afterwards. And not all of them was like.
I'm talking about from Columbus Journal. Not African. When he got here, he was like, "These, I know I'm not in Africa. Yes. These are not Africans."
Yes,
they don't look like it.
Yes, but that's the Caribbean. You have a whole fucking North America and South America.
He went to Florida.
I know, but this is his not initially. I'm saying he initially
his second or third trip. He went.
He
to
didn't
Florida.
go all over America. My point is, he didn't go all over America. So what he wrote about these people don't mean that they're anything like the people over here or the people over there. He didn't go across the whole Native American
nation. It was niggas in America.
I'm just saying.
We from here.
Did he go across the whole Native American nations and knew how exactly everyone looked?
But when he went,
only the ones he encountered.
When he went to Hispaniola, Cuba,
and how did he know they're
Puerto
not
Rico? Because
he's not a fucking geneticist.
I'm not gonna argue with this.
He's no fucking geneticist. He said they dark skinned, but they're not African. How the fuck you know? You did DNA on them in 1400? No, that's what he did. How do you know this?
Bro Nation, we appreciate you listening.
I asked simple questions and you act like it's a foolish question. It's not a foolish question. How do you know that they're not African?
You don't think an Italian man from Spain who's a merchant seaman who has sailed around what was the known world then, which is Europe, Africa, and the Horn, which is by Saudi Arabia, don't know the difference between an African and a non-African.
He didn't even know where the fuck he was. So stop,
he didn't know what
acting like he's a fucking.
Now you mixing cartography.
He thought they was Indians, like
right,
fucking
because
Indians.
He thought he was in India. He had never been to India.
Oh, right, so he thought them looked like Indians, huh?
Right, but he's but
listen,
think that they looked like he thought he was in
but you
India.
going, yeah, you mixing cartography.
Yes, he didn't
with
say they looked
with
like
the fact
Indians.
of what you know. If he knows the difference between a dark skinned Spaniard or a dark skinned Sicilian or a dark skinned Greek and an African, so why wouldn't he know the difference between the African and the Native American?
Because he's never
even
seen
if he started,
first of all, has he ever seen a Native American?
That's what I'm saying.
Has he ever seen
one?
They
called them Indians, but he knew they wasn't African. So if they was African, he would have said, "Oh, we're in Africa."
Well, he thought he was in India. Has he ever seen a Native American?
No, he had never seen one to that point.
Oh, okay.
But he called him an Indian. If he thought he was in Africa, he would have called him an African.
But he knew he wasn't in Africa.
He would have said West Africans or East Africans.
Why would he say West African if he thought he was in India?
The nigga thought he sailed around the whole world.
You just said he called him African. Why would he call him West African if he thought he was in India?
I was just using it as a point, Tank.
Well, what the hell you using it as a point for? That ain't what happened.
I ain't say that. I ain't say he thought.
That's what you just said.
I didn't say that. Fake news.
Did the nigga do a DNA test on him or not?
I ain't say that shit. I ain't say that. Fake news. I don't know what you're talking about. I told you Columbus niggas was already living over here, but niggas don't. Fake news. Something wrong with you. Probably because you keep drinking out of a bottle that don't have no juice.
Still a drop in there.
Nothing. It's gone. It's L.
For the past 20 minutes, it's been gone.
It's L.
You drank the drop. It's
I know,
gone.
man. I need another drop.
All right.
Boy, if you wasn't on this show, boy, we wouldn't have shit to talk about. I appreciate you. For real, bro.
Science is about answering questions no matter who tell you they dumb or not or whatever. Always ask questions no matter who think they fooled you because that's how you get to the answer of the great unknown. The day of the Geechee is over. Bro, I was doing good until I ran out of shit to say and just started rambling. They're going to end this shit. Boy, what time it is?
Bro Nation, we appreciate you, man. Checking us out on your podcast provider. Everybody, man, y'all want to hit us up, hit us at brolistenpodcast@gmail.com. That's what's up. Final thoughts. Bria, go first, please.
Vote for Andrew Gillum.
Nice final thought. Go ahead, Tank.
Vote for Andrew Gillum. I like that nigga. I mean, he seemed like he I don't give a fuck. Man. Fuck all this shit. Fuck the world. You know,
What's wrong?
I want niggas to vote. I hope they vote, but fuck all this shit. I was fine when Clinton was there. I was fine when Bush was there. I was fine when Obama was there. And I'm fine when Trump there. Niggas gonna make a way. But my wife a teacher, and I want some more money. So yeah, vote for Gillum. That's it.
My final thought: vote for Gillum. Vote for Bill Nelson.
Who the fuck is Bill Nelson?
He's been the senator of Florida for the last 20 years.
Oh. You shut the fuck up. Okay.
Vote for,
go ahead. What I'm going to say after that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Vote for, no final thought.
Vote for Gillum. Vote for Bill Nelson. Fake news. Fake news. If you think Gillum, if you out here listening and you think Gillum being investigated by the FBI, fake news. If you out here listening and you think that Obama got one of them bombs, fake news. If you out here listening and you think Donald Trump a racist and DeSantis is a racist because they spoke at a racist convention, fake news. Yeah. If your baby mama said that's the baby and the DNA test came back, how can you trust them crackers that gave you that DNA test?
Where did they send it to?
Fake news. Where did they send it off to?
Who did this shit?
Not your baby. Did
she really send that shit off though?
Fuck that shit.
Did she really send it off though?
When you buy a big bag of potato chips and it be looking like a big old juicy bag and you open it, it's halfway full, fake news. Huh?
All right. We get your point.
I want one more. Give me one more.
Okay, one more.
I like the baby mama. I'm done.
The baby mama was good. Give me one more.
That was a good one.
If you got bill collectors calling you saying that you owe because you ain't make your payment, but you thought you did, fake news.
There you go.
You paid that bill. Sick of that shit. Bruh Nation, appreciate it, man. Episode number 33 in the books.
We better have the episodes right. I hope this number 33.
I hope this number 33 too, boy.
That shit out there.
I don't know. It might be. But shit might be. Oh, Gucci Mane a clone. And so is Kodak. There you go. Michael Jackson ain't dead. He faked his death.
Dang, bro. Why you can't make clones out of good looking people?
Why you can't make clones out of people that's important? Clone a nigga that matter. You don't clone Gucci?
Freaking Gucci.
He ain't
Kodak
acting.
Black.
The bitch told me. I said, well, why you think Gucci Mane a clone? He ain't acting like himself. So you know Gucci personally.
We found out this week that we have a colorism problem with Bria on this show. What? She hate you dark skinned niggas and Haitians. I'm just putting that out there.
Fake news. Bria, you better say
fake news. What the heck is going? Where did that come from?
You just said Kodak and Gucci ugly. Two dark skinned brothers.
Bria love dark skinned
I don't
niggas.
call none of my sisters ugly. I love all my black sisters. You ain't gonna
fake news because
Monique.
Did you say Monique was a fat bitch?
What they got to do?
That?
I ain't say she was ugly.
You did. You said you ugly fat bitch.
I never said no. I did not say ugly.
Bria, what?
Don't look at me like that.
I don't know. That might have been episode 1.
No, I said the fat bitch, and she ain't fat no more. So now she ain't fat. I ain't never said she was ugly. I don't call my black people ugly. That's not what I do.
Fake news. Fake fucking news.
All the way.
The Down syndrome babies. Look.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
Nah, we have to regulate
these.
this.
We have a history
you
now.
Remember when we were talking about people having ugly babies, and he said that we were calling the Down syndrome.
Yeah, ain't nobody say
that. Nobody said that.
Out there like that.
That's what you said.
I don't want nobody going back and looking at what y'all said. It was too deviant. I don't even want to touch on it.
Bruh Nation, if you want to know who the radical nigga is on this show, rewind any tape. I don't care what episode.
I'll give you a hint.
Matt ain't on this show because of Tank. Because Tank asked too many hard-hitting questions.
Look, man.
What you asked Matt? What was the question you asked him?
Do we like dick or pussy?
There you go. And he ain't on the show no more. So you think a nigga that would ask a question like that didn't say all this other crazy shit?
It took him. He couldn't get his answer straight. Maybe he liked both at the same time.
Listen, Bria like dark skinned niggas because you can't have a salad without croutons, and that's a whole windy salad.
Oh, you do? Is that a fact?
Bria, I'm trying to save you now. She said depends. She ain't say nothing.
I could read facial. I had some classes on.
This nigga say you Stephen Hawkins. You writing words with your facial expressions.
Boy, did you know that motherfucker was a freak?
Who, Stephen Hawkins?
The motherfucker in the wheelchair.
How you a freak and you ain't got no body?
Nigga, they say he used to roll into the strip club in that little thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe that shit.
I swear to God. I swear for Jesus. $20. Bruh
Nation, we appreciate you, man. We'll see you next time. All power to the people. Peace.